Okay, in the previous video we just covered basic navigation around the account record, and in this one we're just going to cover what the action buttons are up in the corner of the highlights panel. So again, like I said before, some of them are pretty self-explanatory. So for instance, edit. If we click on edit, this will bring up all the fields that you can see in the detail section, and you can go through and edit them. Um, I could change the date. Let's say customer priority is high because that hasn't been filled out. Is the account active? We're going to say yes, this is an active account. And you can change multiple fields. When you're happy with everything, you can click save. Okay. There is another way to edit fields. If you notice down here, everything with a pencil icon next to it, I can change that if you click on that. The advantage to this is as you can see, all of these fields do become editable. However, it zones in on the account that I clicked the field that I clicked the little pencil icon in, which is useful so you don't kind of get lost. But we're going to click cancel because we don't need to save anything. Okay, the next button we have here is new contact. So what is that going to do? If we click on that, it's going to give us a creation panel, and you can see I can create a contact. Now the advantage of doing it this way, as opposed to going into contacts and creating a contact from there, is that you can see down here, it is auto filled in this. So Burlington Textiles Corp of America. So that means if I create a contact from here, and again, anything with a red asterisk is required. If I create a contact from here, it will auto-relate it to this. So this saves me some time. Instead of having to remember exactly what account I was on, I can do that from here and it will auto-relate it to this account. If I click on related, you can see now we have another user here in the highlight panel, and he's already been added here, which is great. New case, we have the same thing. You can search for a contact, so we might be able to search for John Test because we've just created him. And look, it says that he's already auto-related to this account. We can click on his name, status new, subject, test case. Testing case creation. If I click save, and if you go down to cases, we now have another case here, the one I just created, John Test case. So there's only 3 buttons there. There is one over here called follow. This is just something you can add. Anytime there's any sort of changes made to the account, anything that's in field history tracking, you'll get a notification. This isn't super useful all the time. You do get pinged a lot. If it's an account that's going to be updated a lot, you may not need this. If it's something you really, really want to keep track of, we do recommend clicking on this because then you'll be updated immediately in your notifications if something's changed with the account, statuses, active, inactive, billing address, things like that. So in the far right corner, we have this drop down arrow. So this is your expanded list of action menus. So again, some of them are pretty self-explanatory. New note, will create a note against the account. New opportunity, just like new contact and new case, you create an opportunity that's auto-related to the account. You can change the owner of the account. There's delete, if you wanted to delete the account. View account hierarchy, so if there was a parent account and this was a sub account, you could see the hierarchy there and everything in the hierarchy. Sharing, if you want to manually share it with someone that doesn't have access to it, we can click sharing, and then it will come up here and you can search for a user or a public group or anyone with a specific role. You can say what kind of access they have, so maybe they'll have read and write access to the account or read only, but they won't be able to see the cases and the opportunities. And this just allows you that people who are outside of the sharing hierarchy of this account can still see it with some sort of limited access. You can check for new data, a printable view, edit labels, visit website. Now, not all of these actions may be related to you. So again, this is editable. You can add actions, you can remove actions from the page, you can reorder them if you want to, whatever is more useful to you. And also remember, these are still governed by your permissions. So if you do not have delete permission on an account, for instance, you will not be able to see this button even if other people can, because you do not have permissions to delete it. The same thing with edit. If you only have read access to this account, you won't see the edit button because you won't be able to edit it. And again, also editing is can be done on a field by field basis. So you might have edit access but only be able to edit 4 or 5 fields. Someone else may have access, if they're an admin, to edit every single field. So just clicking on edit doesn't grant you access to edit everything. If you clicked on that, you'd only be able to edit the fields that you have access to. So that's the actions button from the highlight panel. In the next video, we'll just quickly go over logging in activity.